Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Step and this is going to be part 27 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Byzantines. And yeah, in the last episode, I'm still rampaging through Western Europe where I am going up against the French and the Germans. And then I didn't realize this when it happened. This was pointed out to me by one of my viewers. I did initiate a little bit of a war between myself and Spain. That happened when they took Anjou, and I simply just retreated from Anjou in the same turn. I believe it is actually this turn when this happened. And they immediately now own this province. There is still a French garrison in Anjou, which is awkward. It seems like the war wasn't... It's interesting, because a lot of times when wars initiate, a lot of times... See, this tells me that the Spanish did not intend to start a war with me, I think, because a lot of times they would attack my boats, but they did not do this. They did not attack any of my boats, and I can probably win all of these naval engagements. There's not too many Spanish boats in the water, luckily. So, there's this one, and unfortunately I don't have any dromons. I'm learning that I need to get dromons everywhere, because that is the boat that's super fast, and it's going to allow me to catch enemy boats and not allow them to escape sea regions, which allows me to hunt down boats quickly. So, unfortunately, galleys and fire galleys are the same speed. They're both speed 2, and then if we look at this fire galley, it's also speed of 2. It just has a higher attack. So I may as well keep these ships together and attack this bark, which I believe is, yeah, speed 3. So if they want to escape this sea region during this end turn, they can. If they go up to the English Channel, I do have a dromon up here. Yes, I do. So I can catch them if they go up to the English Channel. And then down here to the Costa Verde, how about this? I just want to double check. Yeah, I am at war with the Spanish. And I do have a dromon here, right? So if we check their speed of 4, they will catch this dromon or this bark, and they will stop it from attacking. So I might lose this engagement, but I will still be able to catch this boat with my slower fire galley, which should be able to beat that dromon. Zero command, okay. And then how about down here? So we have 3 of my boats, or actually 4 of my boats. Holy shit, that's nice. And do I have a dromon? Yes, I do. So let's attack with that, and then I can put these ships together because they'll have the same speed and attack like that. And then down here as well, this is going to be the last Spanish boat, I believe. And then try it again. Let's see, how many dromons do I have? Okay, so I have 2 dromons. Put them together, attack, and then put you 2 together, attack. And is there any other? Nope, looks like there is one more Spanish boat hiding up here as well in the Gulf of Lions. And that is going to be a caravel. Holy shit. Okay, so this is going to be the big one. This is a scary boat here. Let me just double check that this is also not a caravel. No, it is not. So, caravels are tough boats. Luckily, I do have a fire galley, and I have a regular galley. So let's catch it with my dromon and send in the other 2 boats. And hopefully that's enough to beat down that caravel. That's going to be a tougher fight, though. Hopefully I can finish up all of those engagements in this turn. The only one that I'm not certain of is this one up here in the Bay of Biscay. If it does retreat to either the Costa Verde or the English Channel, then hopefully my dromons can catch it and, you know, bring it down. Because right now, the fact that I don't have any deep water boats means that I can't get around this. It's devastating how, again, I've mentioned this a couple of times now, but it's just really devastating how limited the Byzantine Navy is. If you can't get into these deeper sea regions to be able to get around these naval blockades, that is a big deal because it just takes one boat, you know, here in the Gulf of Gibraltar or anywhere along the coast, and it just gets rid of everything. Even the English Channel, for instance, you know, if you had a deep sea capable boat, you could connect it via the Atlantic Ocean and the Irish Sea, and then come up around to the Atlantic Ocean, which still counts as a coastal region because it does border Ireland and the top of Scotland as well. And you can connect your trade to the North Sea and all of this just by having a deep sea capable boat to connect to the Irish Sea. But with this, all you need is an enemy boat blockading the English Channel, and then boom, just like that. It's as devastating as if a boat was blockading the Gulf of Gibraltar or the Straits of Gibraltar. Now, this is like the most vital sea region in the entire game, right? Because it doesn't matter if you have a deep sea region or not. If something is blockading this strait, your economy is screwed. But by having a navy that's limited to coastal regions only, that can also happen here with the English Channel. It is devastating. Holy moly. I just hadn't really considered that prior to playing as the Byzantines. So that's a learning experience for sure. And it is my understanding that there are no deep sea capable boats available to the Byzantines. So there we go. That's going to be a big one. So I will be trying to get this auto ceasefire with the Spanish as soon as I destroy their boats, and I can have my boats leave the sea regions that are bordering their territories. That should be easy enough. They don't have a super duper humongous empire, but this is going to be vital because I am currently losing 8,000 florins per turn. Like, goddamn, that's a lot. So let's clean this up. Like, I'm ready to get out of here. I've caused a civil war amongst the Germans. I hopefully will be, you know, causing enough damage to the French to get a ceasefire with them as well. So let's get these guys out of here. Let's go up to Normandy. I might actually get a fight here because there's a few stacks and I'm kind of cornering them. I decided to come back out because I didn't want to get hemmed in from both sides from the French. But this way I can come up here and just fight them in Normandy. And they do have a couple stacks, so they might stay and fight me here. And I can also come through Champagne with this army. Do I want to sack Lorraine? This is going to take 3 turns to get rid of. I don't really care about causing too much more damage to the Germans because they already have their civil war going on. And I kind of just want to get out of these territories as quickly as possible so that I can try to get that ceasefire with the Germans, because there's no point in, you know, trying to get a ceasefire with the Germans as long as I still hold this territory, right? So I want to end this. Yeah, I'm not even going to do Champagne. Like, hopefully Normandy, like messing up Normandy and Flanders will be enough damage to the French, and then I can just get out of there and hopefully I can get a ceasefire. This is going to be very interesting. I really want to see, because this currently is showing the Spanish and the French not at war with one another. So, but this province looks like it's owned by the Spanish. So that's complicated. Complicated for sure. I'm really curious. I really am. Also, my religious agents have been able to cause some issues for the Almohads down here. Tunisia is now being owned by some religious fanatics that I have caused. I don't think they will necessarily be able to hold out if they simply wanted to attack from either Cyrenaica or Algeria, then they probably can defeat this force. We will see though. This is a counting period next turn, so at the end of this turn I think is going to count these provinces, and Tunisia does count for 3 points, I believe, for the Almohads, so that would help me out for sure if they're able to hold on to that. So we will see. I think as far as my building stuff, I don't think there's really much. I think I can build. I have my fortress finished here in Georgia, which is the highest tier castle. So let's get that master armor for that +4 armor for any Varangians that I want to train up there. So far, I haven't taken a break from training stuff for a minute. I figured I can tech up to as high as I want, and then I can go back to training a few more Varangians before I have to put an end to it. Let's see. Let's bring some more Orthodox bishops or priests into Tunisia. And is there any other things I want to build or train? I don't think so. I don't think so. How's my heir situation going? I have a 1-year-old prince. Is it my king's? He is married, so it's probably his. And you are not welcome here, sir. Let's get rid of that bishop. And yeah, German Civil War. So it's going to be interesting to see. The Polish are making some moves. So if they wanted to take something, you know, for instance, I doubt that mounted crossbow will beat a royal knight, but like Hungary, you know, for instance, is completely, it's just rebel. It's just gone rebel. So if the Hungarians wanted to take back Hungary, or if the Polish wanted to get involved, they possibly could. Austria is going to be up for grabs between an urban militia and a single royal knight. You know what? I think the royal militia or the urban militia might actually win that. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, the Germans might lose Austria. And Bavaria is going to be between a spearman unit and again another single royal knight. Oh dear. Wow. Yeah, the Germans are going to lose some stuff. Yeah. They will hang on to Croatia and Venice and Tyrolia. Burgundy's theirs. Swabia is going to be between, oh, this is interesting, a rebel royal knight and then the emperor himself, along with a unit of peasants. So they will edge that one out. Yeah, they'll be fine there. They look weak, holy moly. Yeah, the Holy Roman Empire, I messed them up, Jesus. Oh man, yeah, this is interesting. This is kind of cool. So I'm not too, I wonder if I should feel threatened by the Polish, but man, the Novgorods are just so strong that I feel like they can provide a pretty capable checks and balances to the Polish. Are the Novgorods, they're not even in the counting for the GA points. Okay, that's interesting. So that must only count in the high and late campaigns where they start off as playable factions. So yeah, in this campaign, I don't have to worry about them beating me in points. They just kind of exist to cause havoc. That's cool. I'm with it. All right. I think that's kind of it, isn't it? I don't really have anything else to do, or I don't want to spend more money. Jesus, I'm losing so much as is. Do I want to bring boats around? No, I'm still building Dromons. I did realize it's such a vital boat to be able to catch other boats and stop them from fleeing the sea region. It just really does make these battles decisive. It actually does make these battles decisive, which is really nice. So that's something I should be keeping an eye on as I go further into other campaigns. I'm really glad that I learned that. That's a really helpful lesson to learn. So yeah, anyway, I think that's going to be it. Let me grab a save and let's end this turn. The French are retreating from Flanders, and their king actually came down. He thought about defending Flanders, but no, he's going to be going back to, is that Wessex or Mercia? It's Wessex, right? I should know. 1,000 florins pillaged from Flanders. It looks like I own it. Looks like there's going to be no garrison left in Flanders. Okay, that's cool. And we are going to get a fight here in Normandy, and they have a significant amount of forces. All right, cool. We should get a battle. That'll be fun. And it's a decent army. Yeah. Yeah, they get some a lot of crossbows, arbalesters, some feudal men-at-arms, some feudal sergeants, militia sergeants, regular archers. So it's pretty archer heavy. There's not really much in the way of melee infantry. There is a hobbler. That's going to be the general. Is a hobbler. It's a light cav unit, and it's pretty good in the beginning, but it does get out-teched pretty quickly. But it's a good early light cav unit, and it's a 4-star general, so it's not too bad. Lord Ophenotrophus with his mighty 7 stars will be facing off against him. And in reserves, what do they have? More crossbows? Okay. And then just these really dilapidated units of Royal Knights. Don't have to be too worried about them. Crossbows. That's not, the reserves are not too mighty. It's just going to be getting through the first wave of crossbows, essentially. So I do not want to attack with my artillery in my first wave. I don't think that's a good idea. But I will have to come up with something to take on all those crossbows. I'm wondering if cataphracts are a good idea. Although the fact that cataphracts, crossbows are armor piercing, and so maybe it'd be better to bring some more lightly armored cavalry units like my Byzantine lancers. I now have my army grouped up and ready to go, and let's check out this map, shall we? It looks pretty wide open, although there is some tree cover. There's a little I wouldn't even call this a forest. There's some trees in front of me, and some trees there, and then a big old forest off to this side. I kind of doubt this is going to be played. I would assume that the French would not fight there because they have so many archers, but there is potentially some options for me to get some tree cover depending on where they deploy. So let's see, where is it going to be? They're right there, and yeah, interesting. What I might end up doing is just kind of, so they want to back up, eh? They want to back up and maybe find some more open ground. I don't necessarily blame them. Also, just the fact that, you know, they're going to want as much distance between themselves and me as possible. So maybe come up here and I can start pressuring of my Byzantine cav on my right flank and my Byzantine lancers on my left flank. And my general can come up as well. I realized, I don't know how this happened, but I realized that in this entire army, reserves and all, I do not have any Varangian guards. And how the hell did that happen? I made it this far into this. This army's been on an entire campaign through German territory. Or is this the one that, I think this was the one that was attacking, this was the one that was attacking, yes, French territory from the beginning. But still, how? Like, how the hell did I let this happen? I have like 1 million Varangian guards back home, and I didn't bring any of them. I just don't, I don't understand. It just boggles my brain. I'm kind of tempted to just go wide. Is that a little too crazy? So we'll find out. Stay tuned. And this, I don't mind this. Like, I can push with my right flank through the forest. I can sort of, you know, like, wait and kind of do a delayed whatever here. And try not to stay within, or try not to be within bow range, I suppose. And then I can just stress them out. Oh, looks like we got some rain, too. How about that? We got some rain coming in. Perfect timing. Because that does, in my understanding, that does affect crossbows, and I think that the majority of the archers that the enemy does have is crossbows. I think they do have some arbalesters, but regular archers, and then crossbows. I'm hearing a artillery piece. Crossbows. They do have one. Yeah, ballista. Yep, super scary. And they do have 1 unit of arbalesters right behind that forest. So that's what I have to kind of use as tree cover for. And then, let's see, I'm still waiting for my Byzantine cav to catch up on this side. But once that happens, we can really stress them out. Like, really come around the side here. And let's hold in the center for now. And wait for our flanks to get into position to... Because they should not want to, you know, rush us from any direction. You know, they should not want to push left, center, right, or anything. You know, considering that they all have archers, it's just they're going to want to back up and stay together, right? And keep their modest infantry corps all in the same place. Now, yeah, hobblers and some mounted sergeants. Mounted sergeants, I don't know who wins head-to-head between them and Byzantine lancers. I want to say mounted sergeants do win that head-to-head, but this is a 23-man unit, and I have infantry support nearby. Now that it looks like they are going to be, like, they see the Pinto move coming in, and now they're like, all right, we have to attack my center. So, okay, fine, attack my center. My general can kind of back up a little bit. And if they're going to attack my center, let's move up with my right flank, and let's see, mounted sergeants. Okay, so mounted sergeants can be scary for my Byzantine cav, because I think they're relatively fast. Now, can 2 Byzantine cav beat 1 mounted sergeants? That I don't know. That I do not know. So feudal sergeants coming in, feudal men at arms. Okay, bunch of a lot of fun stuff here. And okay, yeah, let's charge in there, and looks like we'll win that. So let's go here with my cav, and let's move up here. And they want to push my center. Okie dokie. Let's bring my center up with my naphtha throwers, like, here. And then let's charge my Byzantine infantry here, and then move you guys up. And then on this side, like, if we want to, I don't know, like, just kind of mow these guys down. I feel like 2 units. I feel like this is going to be fine. If we just do that, 2v1 them, and that should be fine. And then in the center, yeah, they want to charge my shit. That's fine. Where did my naphtha throwers go? Yeah, naphtha, if you guys want to throw your grenades into here, that can be fun. And how are we doing on this side? My guys, my cav is just cleaning up on this side. And then my cav on this side, they're still, ooh, they're still, yeah, they got a little chewed up. They got a little chewed up, I'm not gonna lie. But my cav are pushing back on this side. Looks like, let's see, grenades, if you want to throw in, that can be perfect for you. Man, their hobblers broke my spearmen? What the shit? Okay, my general's gonna have to get involved, so defeat their light cav, please. And then, yeah, my grenades should be able to break this core here. Keep throwing grenades, guys. And, let's see, this unit of Byzantine infantry, I guess push the center, and then you guys split off. You get here and chase down that unit of crossbows, and then this unit, yeah, keep chasing the center there, and then, yeah, you guys have to keep chasing here. Oops, nope, misclick. There you go. Turn around. You go, and then you go. Alright, so yeah, my general was able to push back their hobblars, and I'm surprised. My naphtha throwers are throwing a lot of grenades, and yet this infantry corps here is still doing very well against yeah, I think I just make my guys run away. Sweet. Good job, naphtha throwers. Man, how are the French forces still fighting here? That's interesting. I mean, my archers here should be able to do enough damage to them to drive them off, so that should be fine. And my general is getting chewed up by, let's see, spearmen. Yeah, you guys get back in. And yeah, my naphthas are out of grenades. Interesting. That's kind of surprising what's going on here. Yeah, spearmen getting back involved and try to help out my general, please. He has 20 men in his unit, so he should be fine, I think. And yeah, Bulgarians, just get involved. Like, just go ahead and jump into that one. And then on this side, go after feudal men-at-arms, and then Trebizonds, just chase down Arblesters, and then chase down these guys here, and chase down these guys here. And what are they? What's peasants? Peasants. Yeah, just go after these. That's fine. And the enemy general is running away. Yeah, he fought pretty hard. I'm shocked. You know, a unit of hobblers up against a unit of cataphracts. You would think that'd be a pretty easy one. Let's see if we can maybe cut him down. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe, yeah. I can't cut him off. That's not gonna happen. I do have to be wary though of the reinforcements that will be coming on, and I have a unit of cav that's kind of stuck here with these peasants, so I want to get these guys out of there as fast as possible. Byzantine infantry, get back here. I'm going to start getting my infantry back so that we can get ourselves in position. And what I can also do is withdraw my naphtha throwers because they are out of grenades. And where do I want to form up to meet the enemy reinforcements? I can probably form up. I think my army is relatively healthy, and I can probably just form up like close to the map. Yeah, let's just form up here. And that should be fine to handle, hopefully, whatever comes forward. We have ourselves a brave unit of feudal men-at-arms that are taking on my Byzantine infantry on this flank, and we were able to drive them off. Yeah, they fought pretty hard, so let's come back here. And I do have a unit of Byzantine cav that is doing a little bit of skirmishing here against these crossbowmen. And yeah, there's the second wave of French soldiers coming in. We have a lot more crossbowmen, but other than that, we're seeing there is some chivalric sergeants, so that's not nothing. So let's kind of bring back my Byzantine cav a little bit. And yeah, these 6-man unit of feudal men-at-arms, just Absolute chads. Just taking it. There we go. Now they're running away. Now they're running away. Let's go ahead and give these guys a little chase. And on this side, I do still have ammunition on my archers, it appears. Let's get my Byzantine cav around to the sides. And maybe we can prepare ourselves for a bit of a flanking charge. Let's get my Byzantine cav out of here so they're not getting charged by chivalric sergeants. And yeah, let's get these guys like all the way around. Let's go for this and get these guys so that I remember Bulgarians. Yeah, they still have some ammunition. So let's do this. Get these guys here. We can shoot at the chivalric sergeants. They do have good armor, so they're going to be kind of tough to deal with regular archers, but we'll try our best here. On this side here, though, I'm not seeing much that has high armor. Crossbows have decent armor, I think. But other than the crossbows, I feel like my regular archers should do a decent job at getting a lot of this stuff. In fact, I think if we just charge, just go, 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 and then Byzantine cav can come up here and go after the crossbows. And then on this side, we might want to get going here, go here. And then, yeah, Byzantine cav can come off to the side and get ready for a rear charge on these chivalric sergeants, which will be fighting up against my swordsmen, which is good. And then go here with my Byzantine, and then come into for a rear charge against these chivalric sergeants, and that should be good. They're running away, they're running away. It looks like we are going to break off this whole group as well. So yeah, we can charge down here, get rid of these crossbows, get rid of them, and yeah, that's looking good for us. We're getting rid of that wave of French soldiers, and it looks like we did break these chivalric sergeants. So let's turn around my Byzantine infantry. They can turn around, and you guys can come back around as well. And you guys can keep chasing these chivalric sergeants, and that should be all good. I'm curious to see if there are any more, so I can bring out some more reinforcements. And I don't know if there's going to be much left for reinforcements for the French. There might be a couple more units, though. It doesn't look like it. That seems to be the end of the French. They will be fleeing the field, and that's going to be it for this fight. Yeah, that's a decent little scrap there. Would have been easier if I had Varangian guards, but, you know, whatever. I'm just surprised by how quickly my spearmen broke to a chart. It was like they're fighting cavalry. They were fighting against a unit of mounted sergeants. Was that it? Because I had, yeah, that's funny, because I had my swords fighting up against their swords, and then my spears broke against cav. That was a funny thing. Did Naphtha do anything in this battle? I thought they were in a good position to do stuff, and is this them? It's hard to see. Is that Naphtha? Throwers? 12 men, yes. So they did get 35 kills, but I wonder how many friendly fire kills they got, because yeah, there was definitely a handful. They definitely got a few of our own guys in the crossfire there. Normandy is now conquered, and Franconia has been lost. That's cool. Lorraine's lost. That's cool. And what? We lost 2 fucking boats to the bark? God damn. That's not fair. I had a fire galley and a regular galley. That sucks. What? And I lost a... Okay, no, I'm gonna win this. What? I lost both? God damn. What the fuck? And I lost another boat here. I lost every... How? No fucking way. That's insane. 4 boats? What the fuck? The Spanish Navy is just wrecking everything. Okay, so the Straits of Gibraltar, I got this one. And I got this one as well in the Gulf of Lions. Thank Christ. Whoa, what a nightmare. God, what a nightmare. That sucked. What a shitty... God damn. Fuck. Oh, that's so stressful. I hated that. I hated that. God, that sucked. It's like... Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. It's already been covered, I suppose. All right, so yeah, the French are not gonna pay for their men. That's fine. Some bandits in Ile-de-France, that's also fine. And unrest, so there's gonna be a little rebellion there as well. Okie dokie. And yeah, it looks like there's going to be a French Civil War. It appears. Maybe that's a French Civil War? I don't know. Prince Romanus, always drunk. Sweet. -2 command, -1 acumen. Anything else? Always another always drunk, but I don't know who that person is. Homelands. 12 points. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's... feels good. But yeah, what does not feel good is I'm losing almost 5 grand florins per turn. That does not feel good. And I lost all my boats in 3... that was a lot of boats. Jesus Christ. That was insane. That was insane. Like, god damn. Can I even beat, like, I have a galley and a dromon here in the Gulf of Cadiz. And this is a boat that killed, I think, 4 boats. 4 of my own boats. And I'm pretty sure that was a bark, but... yeah, that was so crazy. That was awful. That was so awful. I guess I just have to, like, there's no point in holding back here. I have to bring these boats down. And so a dromon, a galley, and a fire galley. You'd think that I could beat whatever is here in the Bay of Biscay. And should I even, like, cover down more? Bring you down? And should I bring anything else down? I feel like keeping these 2 boats here and maybe bring some more boats. You guys, yeah, you guys can come down and let's do this. And then what about down here? Do I just go for it? I don't know if I can beat that boat that just killed with a dromon and a galley. I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to bring up at least a fire galley and a dromon, if not another galley. And then these ships can hopefully beat that. And then yeah, just keep going. I mean, what do I left? I left a dromon, so let's bring down a fire galley, and that should be fine, and that should also be fine. Oh man, that sucked. That was so shitty. That was so shitty. Also, the French and the Spanish are not at war still, which is very confusing. It appears that I think this might be the French garrison that was in Anjou and it just got kicked out, maybe? And it's going to take back the Ile-de-France. I don't know. That's so wild. That's so confusing. I know that's how it works if you're allies, but they're not allies. So it's just interesting that this is happening this way. Whatevs, I guess. Yeah, whatevs. And it doesn't appear... is this a civil war? I don't think... it's not. It's just peasants revolting. Okay. It's a decent peasant revolt. 2 archers, 2 mounted sergeants, and an urban militia. And it's going up against royalty as well. This is one of the sons or one of the brothers. Jesus, yeah. They probably will be defeated by the king's army here in Wessex, but still, yeah, that's interesting. Now, I think I should probably start just building the port. I started doing this before, and then I decided to continue attacking the French because there was no civil war, and now I think I'm just going to do it again here in Flanders. So build the port back. It's going to take just 4 turns, and then I can have my armies leave from Flanders, and I will wreck their shit. I'll destroy all their stuff in Flanders first. And then in Normandy, I am tempted to fight this battle, even though it is only going to take 2 turns for this garrison to fall. That's just like to keep this in mind. It's for every turn that I delay, I am losing almost 5,000 florins. So the faster I can just wreck their shit and get out of here and go home is going to be for the best. And hopefully I can get these ceasefires with both the Germans and the French. For this fight here, as we're going to assault the castle that the French are guarding, and is this Flanders, I believe, I am not too worried about. I mean, they have a lot of crossbows, right? And I don't think crossbows can fire or arc their shot over the walls of the castle, right? That would just be insane. So I'm not too worried about this. There is one regular archer unit that can shoot me as I'm closing in. I'm actually bringing a lot of cav in this army, which is a little bit unorthodox, I think, for siege assault, but simply my artillery should be able to break enough holes in the walls that I just want to get in and stop this unit, or stop this army from shooting me as fast as possible. And by using my cataphracts and my Pronoia Legion, I think I can do that, and then my Byzantine infantry can follow up behind and help clean stuff up. And also, my archers are also solid in melee. The Bulgarian brigands and the Trebizond archers should do a solid job. So let's get on in here and finish off the French in this province so that we can eventually go home. We are now all set up and ready to go. I do have, 3 trebuchets and 3 catapults. And I have my cav and my infantry set up, so let's begin battle and start bombarding the gate, the stockade. And my guys, I tried to set my artillery close enough so that they can also get some shots in on the units inside as well. It's been something that I've been trying to do. I used to set them as far apart as possible so that they can do damage to the fortifications without getting shot by the wall defenses. That might still be the way to go. I'm just experimenting with trying to get my guys in range so that they can still do damage to units inside. And I don't know if it's worth it. It's just something I'm trying out. And because, like, for instance, with the trebuchets, I feel like a lot of ranged fire coming from the walls is going to get blocked by the artillery piece itself. Not so much with the catapults. I think that these guys might lose guys fast enough. Like, let's see, this guy, yeah, they're getting shot at, but I think they haven't lost anyone yet. So it's just an idea. It's just something that I'm kind of playing around with. Now that my 3 trebuchets have broken through the gate and also 2 other sections, I'm just going to continue to use up their ammunition and see if I can do any damage to the units inside. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of doubtful of artillery pieces like this being able to do much against personnel. I just haven't seen them be super effective against these types of targets, but I still have the ammunition and I have plenty of time remaining left on my battle timer that I may as well give it a shot. See what kind of damage I can do. Well, now that all of my artillery has used up all of its ammunition, I can't say that they were able to cause much damage to the personnel of this castle. They caused a lot of damage to the actual structure itself. The fort inside has been destroyed. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen, so that's cool. I'm assuming that means I'll be taking less arrow fire is my assumption, I guess. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's good. But then I was like wondering, like, oh shit, I actually lost some guys. And I think that was from my catapult piece on the other side of the castle. So let's withdraw these trebuchet crewmen so that I can bring on some more units. I don't know if I actually will get around to doing that because I will just attack right now. I'm not going to wait around too long. Let's just make sure that these guys don't get shot by the wall arrow fire as they get out of here. And you guys, yeah, you're gonna have to go the long way around. So go this way first, and then you can withdraw off the battlefield, and then you as well go that way, and that should be fine. All right, I think I'm ready to assault this castle. So let's get you guys going here, and then you guys can come up here. Cataphracts on this side. You want to face off against archers? Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's go get some archers. Cataphracts on this side. What are you going up against? Crossbows? Yep, that's fine. Pronoia Legion, crossbows, and crossbows. Go, go, go. And yeah, let's just try to get in as fast as possible to stop these archers from shooting at us, because they do have a lot of archers and really not much melee. 1 Royal Knight here, 1 Field of Men-at-Arms, 2 Militia Sergeants, 1 Royal Knight. Yeah, that's not going to be too bad. It's just going to be you guys attack, start running. Pronoia Legion, get in here, start running. Pronoia Legion, get in here, and you can start running as well. And they've only lost one guy. Okay, that's not bad. So run, run, run. And then, yeah, Byzantine infantry, go for it. Go on in. Archers as well can go on in. Infantry, go ahead. And yeah, Bulgarian brigands, just go for it as well. You guys, you don't need to shoot your arrows. And then, yeah, shut down these crossbowmen. And then, let's go shut down these crossbowmen. Stop them from shooting my cataphracts. That should be good on the back end. 3 units of cav fighting 3 units of archers. That feels good. And then let's get in here and shut down these crossbows with my Byzantine infantry. And then send in my Bulgarian brigands as well. Cataphracts go after the Royal Knight. And Byzantine infantry go after these units. And then, yeah, Trebizond archers, you can attack in here as well. This Royal Knight is putting up a hell of a fight, but other than that, the rest of the forces have fallen in good order. Just him, just going up against my cataphracts. He's already killed 4 of them. And it looks like on this side, yeah, we've cleaned up all of those archers. That feels wonderful. And this should be a jolly good job done here in Flanders. And then we can, yes, this is Flanders, right? Flanders, or getting my provinces mixed up, but there's the one that I was building the port in, and that's the one that we can go back to and eventually find our way home. That's gonna do it. So I did lose 61 men, and yeah, let's like see catapults. Did we kill anyone? Killed. So this unit of catapults did kill 8, 6, and 9. Okay. Alright, I didn't know that. I didn't know they actually got that many kills. And then trebuchets. 1 trebuchet got 6 kills, the other 2 got 0 kills. Not as good. But the units that the catapults were shooting at were the bigger units of archers in the back, so I guess that's a little bit easier to get shots on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was worth the time spent. So yeah, Normandy. So that was Normandy. Right. Ile-de-France is now lost to the Spanish. Are going right in. They've taken Anjou and Ile-de-France. Interesting. Wow. See, that's okay. That's curious because there was a French army there, and I know that hadn't yet been resolved yet because I think that French army had been kicked out of the castle. I think, but is there not going to be a war between the French and the Spanish? It feels like there should be a war between the French and the Spanish. That's what I'm thinking. And yes, the rebels have taken Austria, and there's been a new Holy Roman Emperor elected. And we're killing assassins here in Normandy, which is interesting. I guess I'm using the buildings. I don't have a spy here, so that must be a border fort that I'm using to kill German assassins. That's kind of funny. And then my assassin was caught by the Germans. Okay, that's fair, I guess. Respected Islamic scholar. Yeah, this guy's pretty famous. Ibn Rushd is among the foremost thinkers of this age. Few others match the quality of his study of Aristotle or his belief in radical rationalism. His commentaries are prized by both Islamic and Christian scholars, as are his outstanding skills as a physician, minus 10% zeal in all of Almohad, Spain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think that he was like before the Almohads. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Interesting. There's a faction reemergence of the Golden Horde, and they are attacking this province. That's fascinating. I don't see them having enough stacks to win against the rebels, though. It looks like they have 4 stacks that are joining their cause, and then there's another 1,000,000 stacks that are still rebel. And I do have a son on the way. Wonderful. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay. Is there anything? Often drunk, murderous temper. I'm seeing no lords and I'm seeing no princes, so this doesn't seem consequential. This is super interesting. Okay, it's just that province, right? No, it's not. The whole oh yes, the Kiev. That's what happened. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, I would expect the Mongol armies to simply retreat. It looks like there is 5 stacks. I would still expect them to retreat to Khazar, or from Khazar to Kiev. and then just try to do what they can from Kiev. Fascinating. That's very interesting. I would hope that the rebels remain here as a buffer in Khazar. And do I have any different homelands objectives? It doesn't appear like it. I think they're just getting lower and lower. So now I'm only going to be making 9 points off of homelands. Yeah, that's not good. I'm still ahead of everyone. I'm 30 points ahead of the Almohads, and I'm plenty ahead of everyone else. And the Almohads, yeah, see, that's the thing. Their points are still okay. You know, off of homelands alone, they are making 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 17 points in total. So they're going to be making 17 points, and I will be making 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. Okie dokie. Well, I can continue to try to disrupt their efforts using my religious agents. It looks like they did get Tunisia back, but I'm pretty sure they did not get it in time for the counting period for the glorious achievements. So they did miss out on 3 points, is my understanding of that. And is there no war between the Spanish and the French yet? No, there is not. It's so confused. That's so weird. It just doesn't feel right. And it looks like there is a French civil war now because, yeah, there's a civil war. They will keep Toulouse because this stack will not be enough to take back Toulouse. Let's see, Champagne. The rebels are going to take Champagne, yeah. That's going to leave the French just in possession of Wessex and Toulouse and Provence as well, yeah. Tough spot for them. So that's going to put me in a position where I'm 3 turns away from having a port finish here in Flanders, and I am just going to be able to hang out here. I can assign this governorship to someone. Is making some money? Let's make some money off of Flanders. Very high, please. And let's see if I can find someone with, yeah, holy shit, 5 acumen. Sure, yeah. Let's do the captain of the Mangonel. Bring that up to 815 florins. I'll take that very much. Thank you. And we can just lose Normandy. I'm fine with that. The Spanish might just take it. Seems to be the pattern so far. Yeah, I may have created a monster in the Spanish. But you know, this is how that's how this balancing act works. It just happens this way. Let's see. So it's a 2-star bark. And I have a 2-star 3-boat fleet. So take out my Dromon, who's 2 stars. Then I have a 2-star of whatever of one of the. This should win. This should win. Let's do that. And how bad's my economy looking? Minus 4,000. Yeah, that's not good. But then okay, so we're gonna attack this boat next turn. Okie dokie. But then what if he runs away to the Gulf of Cadiz? See, I need to just keep covering down, don't I? But then how can I guarantee that I'm going to beat that? This is the boat that, like, destroyed a lot of stuff. So, hopefully, let's just go in with these 3 boats, and let's just hope that there's no way that there could be a repeat of what just happened. I can't. It just is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a caravel. Maybe it's not a bark. Like this, how could a bark destroy that many boats in one end turn? That's insane. I must have got that wrong. It has to be a caravel. I just can't believe. I can't believe that. Now that we have taken Normandy, let's just burn this shit down because we've earned it, and I guess leave the Spanish with a less toys to play with. So that's going to be gone. And yeah, we're still building that port in Flanders. All right, so that's going to be that. I'm very tempted, though, to still play one more end turn just to kind of see what's going to happen. I don't think I have any more battles on the horizon. I don't think so. So I think I'm safe to play one more turn here. Let's do it. Let's drop a save. And let's satisfy my curiosity. Let's see what's going on. Like, I want to know... Yeah, I wanted to see what the Mongols were going to do. It looks like they are attacking. And yeah, the Spanish continue to take territory that I've left behind. That's going to be a beast that's going to have to be dealt with. I would like the allies to kind of jump on in. Alright, so yes, I'm killing some agents with my assassins. It's always a fun time. The rebels are, yeah, this is being a back and forth between the rebels and the French and Wales. Which is interesting. The rebels are attacking the Danes and the Danes had to retreat. Oh, what a sad turn of fates. And the Novgorods are retreating from the Mongols in Lithuania. God damn. All right. And yeah, the Spanish are taking Normandy. I need to check on that. So god damn. Okay, we lost another boat here, and then we finally sunk theirs. That's good. I'm the richest. Cool. Citadel's finished. Farmland is finished. Master Horse Breeder is finished. Prince John is educated, so +1 acumen for him. Maybe he can make a good governor once he is no longer part of the succession line. Prince Romanus is an alcoholic, so he's just, man, he's bad. -3 command, -2 acumen, +1 dread. That's interesting. He engages in epic bouts of drinking lasting days at a time, punctuated by deep depressions and sudden violence. It's no good, man. You gotta cut that off. You gotta cut that out at some point. Alright, let's see. I wanted to see... So, like, this might be something that I need to instigate at some point. Can I open up... Can I open up a opening for the Almohads to attack the Spanish? Kind of like what I'm doing for the Spanish up here. Can I do this for the Almohads? Can I do something where, you know, I can cause a rebellion of some sorts? And let's see, they do not have a church here, and this is Valencia, yeah. And they do have a church in Castile, and they do not have a church in Leon. So maybe I can use my religious agents to really bump up the orthodoxy, and I can bring some... Let's see, there's a border fort there. Is there a border fort? Yeah, they have border forts. They don't have a border fort in Castile. That's interesting. So I can bring a spy into Castile. And let's see, you are the Count of Brittany. Most loyal zealot. Plus 20% zeal when governing. So Brittany's zeal is going to be 87%. Holy shit. So how is his piety? His piety is only 3. Interesting. But he has a shit ton of dread. Just an absolute crap ton of dread. Okie doke. It's going to be worth keeping an eye on this to see if I can use agents to destabilize the Spanish a little bit. Maybe even... I mean, heck, as long as I'm at war with them, there's nothing... Like, why go through the effort of being super, you know, subverted when I can just attack them? See, that's... Okay, so but here's the reason. The danger of that is that if I attack a border province, then I could do what just happened to me in the Spanish, where if the Almohads attack a province that I'm pulling out of, then I'm at war with the Almohads, right? So a better target would be to go after something more inland, like Aragon or Navarre or Aquitaine, something that, you know, if like the French take over a province that I leave behind for this, you know, for the Spanish, whatever, I'm already at war with the French. But if I sneak in right now and like take one of these inland provinces, that might cause some issues for the Spanish, and that might provide an opening for the Almohads. It would be nice to cause a war. Maybe if I could bribe someone. Let's see, no principles. Minus 50% cost to bribe this army because this general has no principles. And then what about you? Nothing? Okay. What about you? No principles. Holy shit. Ooh, that's a bad one because he's a good general. He's an 8-star general, but he's also no principles. Holy shit. Okay, let me see. I was gonna stop this episode right away, but I want to see what this is gonna cost. So this is gonna cost 26,000 florins to bribe this army. That's half off. And then it would cost me 52,000 florins to bribe that army. Huh. Maybe I can afford this one. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I wish I wasn't losing so much of my own money at this point. But I feel like doing what I can to weaken the Spanish and inviting an attack for the Almohads would be worth it. As long as it doesn't involve me also ending up at war with the Almohads. Those are going to be some ideas for me to think about in the further episode, because that's going to be it for this one. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Conasip playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.